One of my favorite things to do in any Fallout game after making a new character and completing the prologue is just picking a direction and walking. You never know what you'll find. Maybe a quarry full of deathclaws, maybe a nest full of cazadors. No matter where you go, you'll likely find something interesting. Well, in Fallout 4, you might find a relay tower, and these relay towers are one of the coolest things in the game. We all know that one RPG trope where you go to a bartender and ask if they've heard any rumors. It's a tried and true trope to any adventure RPG. Well, Fallout 4 does a little spin off of this trope by using the relay towers. It's brilliant. At the base of these seemingly pointless structures is a terminal. Using the terminal, the satellite dishes attached to them can be extended, leading to new radio broadcasts being discovered on your Pip-Boy. New leads for you to follow. Most of these signals lead to nothing but sadness, as many of them are cries for help or warnings about danger. Today, we're going to look at 5 of the most heartbreaking Fallout 4 radio signals. The Civil Alert System broadcast.
This is a message from the Commonwealth of Massachusetts Emergency Alert System. This morning, Saturday, October 23rd, authorities detected that a nuclear attack had commenced against the United States. The following cities affected include, but are not limited to, Washington, D.C., New York, Philadelphia, and Boston. If you are receiving this emergency alert message, immediately seek shelter that can provide protection from radioactive fallout. This has been an emergency action notification.
We're going to keep it simple for this one. I think the Civil Alert System broadcast is 1, quite creepy, and 2, just utterly sad. It's a message that no one would ever want to hear. The monotonous warning that life as we know it is going to come to an end. I can't imagine the fear and anxiety of anyone hearing this for the first time. One day you're enjoying your morning coffee, and the next you're scrambling to seek shelter, hoping to see the faces of your loved ones, neighbors, peers, or just anyone familiar once again. The message can be heard after extending the satellites at Relay Tower OBB 915 near Fort Hagen. The source of the broadcast comes from the Fort Hagen satellite array. Skylane 1665 Mayday.
Skylane's 1665, 20 miles out.
Roger, Skylane's 1665, traffic short final. Cleared to land on runway 18 left.
Copy, 18 left. Coming in at 475 knots, that's 47... hang on, Control. Damn it, fire in left engine. We're losing power in left engine. Okay, let's put it out. Left engine to idle. Shit! We're still losing power. That's it, no power in left engine. Boston Center, Skylane's 1665, declaring an emergency. Left engine failure. We're out 15-3 at this time.
Copy that, Skylane's 1665. Request emergency landing. Clearing runway 18 left. Can you make it?
That's a negative, Boston Center. Losing altitude too quickly. We will not make it to runway.
1665, say again?
We're going down! I repeat, we're going down!
Next is the Skylane 1665 Mayday signal. Although it starts as a normal conversation between pilot, co-pilot, and air traffic controller, it quickly turns to chaos as a fire in one of the engines starts. The situation only worsens from here, and despite being cleared for emergency landing at Boston Center, the plane never makes it, crashing down into the Commonwealth below. The site of the crash can be found northeast of the O'Neill family manufacturing plant. This message can be heard after extending the antennas of Relay Tower ODB 521, southeast of Hope's March Church, and then traveling to the site of the crash. Due to the time difference between the crash and the start of Fallout 4, it's difficult to determine if there are any survivors of the crash, though judging by the looks of it and where it happened, it seems unlikely. What's also interesting is another Skylane's plane can be found in the Commonwealth, also seemingly taken down by the explosions from the Great War. And, in addition to all this, both Skylane's planes were smuggling goods on board at the time of the crash, evident by both having hidden compartments where smuggling manifests can be found. There's a lot going on with these planes, man. On to the next. Separated family radio signal.
Bonnie, honey, if you're able to hear this message, the boys and I are safe at home in the bunker. I pray you're still okay. I want to be out there for you more than anything, but people here are relying on me. I can't let them down. Boys say hi, and they love you. Old Miss Chapel says hi, too. I love you so much. Please, come home.
This has been a pre-recorded message. Message repeats in 3 seconds.
A husband concerned for his wife, Wayne Turnquist, leaves a message for Bonnie, praying that she is okay. When following the signal, you're led to a backyard bunker in the West Everett Estates. There, the ham radio broadcasting the message can be found, but also some more additions to the story. Browsing through Wayne's terminal, we get a ton of additional information on the story of the Turnquist family. Wayne managed to escape the medtech facility where he was employed before it was put on lockdown. He nabbed his sons from Malden Middle School before they were put in the local Vault 75 there, and managed to make it back to their backyard bunker just as the planes were going overhead. Their time in the bunker was full of fear. Sounds of chaos outside was all that they could hear for 3 months before Wayne finally decided to leave to find a source of water. And later on, still without hearing a word from his wife Bonnie, Wayne decided to start reinforcing the area with the help of his surviving neighbors. After you're finished reading Wayne's terminal, the Pip-Boy is updated with the Mass Bay Medical Center location. On the 9th floor, Bonnie's holotape can be found in the MRI scanner control room.
Wayne, I'm leaving this message with Marcy in case you come looking for me, though I pray you don't. The military took over the hospital, and everything's gone to hell in the city. Things here, it's bad, Wayne. People are dying every day, and most of the time all we can do is watch and try to make them comfortable. One of the other nurses told me she heard a radio signal that sounded like you and the boys. I don't know if it's true, if you're still out there, but we've got a way out, and I'm going to try to find you.
I believe this is where the story of the Turnquist family ends, though. A separated family, praying for each other's safety, and desperately hoping for a reunion. While there are no further updates on Bonnie, Wayne and the boys had to flee the West Everett Estates as one of his neighbors had accidentally informed a group of raiders about their shelter. This radio signal can be heard after activating Relay Tower OMC 810, east of the aforementioned West Everett Estates. Super Mutant radio broadcast.
Humans, if out there and need help, we help you. Come to Shaw School Place. We promise not tear you limb from limb and eat you.
But I want to eat human!
Yes, I know you do. Look, I'm reading this exactly like you wanted. Remember? It's a trick. You're trying to trick them with a lie.
Oh, yeah. You're right.
Right, where was I? We not hurt you. We just want help you.
Although without context, this message can come off as a bit comical, as the super mutant is truly demonstrating his intelligence, the situation is, in reality, quite bleak. Likely the human broadcaster was forced against her will to read the message as a bait for other wastelanders to go to Shaw High School, where they will likely meet their demise. If you go and investigate the school that was mentioned and find the ham radio that's broadcasting the bait message, you're met with a gruesome sight. Bodies and gore strung about the room, no living person to be found. This radio signal can be picked up by your Pip-Boy after extending the satellite dishes at Relay Tower OSC 527, southwest of Big John's Salvage. And lastly, the Oberlin distress signal.
If anyone can hear this, my son and I are trapped and need help. We were being chased by something, but we're able to escape into this train car. It knows we're in here, though. Thomas is hurt and needs... Oh no! It got the door open! Run, Thomas! Get out!
This has been a pre-recorded message. Message repeats in 3 seconds.
Denoted as simply distress signal, the repeating message is short and to the point. A mother and son are trapped in a car, having been hunted by what was likely a ghoul. The creature manages to wrestle the door open, at which point the only remaining message is the mother telling her son Thomas to run. This message can be heard after extending the antenna on Relay Tower 1DL 109, southwest of the Oberlin station. And there you have it, 5 of the most heartbreaking radio signals in the Commonwealth. Don't forget to comment, subscribe, and like. Have a good rest of your day. Cheers.
The LT, Gorobets gave it to me. See, I wanted to be ace of spades, but the LT says, sorry kid, you're too green. So he calls me 10 instead.